Okay. It was scheduled to go live and it didn't go live, so then I finally figured out how to manually do it. Chris Allen, can you hear me? Okay. Cool. 3 people. Yay! We'll wait a few minutes and see if we can get more than 3 people to show up. Yeah, I was starting to get worried there because I may or may not have been demonetized. YouTube sent me an email a couple months ago saying that it had been such a long time since I put up a video that they were going to demonetize me. That was before I put out like the past 3 videos. And then I got a check from YouTube / Google. So they hadn't demonetized me then. So it's been like a couple weeks since they paid me, but I didn't see an option here for going live to monetize this video. So I was starting to get worried. I was like, okay, do I have the ability to go live anymore? Because yeah, I don't know. I think they take that away from you when you get demonetized. I think you might lose that ability until you're what's it called, a partner again. But I don't know. I know I don't have a whole lot of experience going live on YouTube, so yeah, it is complicated. It is complicated being a content creator on YouTube for sure, and hoping maybe I can go back and change the settings to make this monetized. But just give me 1 second. Let me see if I just missed a checkbox somewhere. Customization. Yeah, see, I can never figure out where in the hell they make it so difficult to make money on YouTube anymore. Ever since Google bought YouTube, they make it more and more difficult. Yeah, and it's always a struggle when I go live to try to figure out how to set it up. So anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. So, got the box. It is massive, very massive. Really like this tin, man. It is love that. That's got to be Jack Kirby, I'm guessing. It's got to be Jack Kirby art. It's got to be Jack Kirby. So that's cool. It is a heavy, beautiful box. Very cool, very cool. How many of you folks bought this for yourselves? I got the Dr. Doom from another person, so I have to wait probably another 3-4 weeks before I get my Doom. Let's see. So I try to look at the chat. Great to see you. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Reed Cooper. Got my set the other day. I love it. Not a fan of the flaming uniform Johnny. Prefer the full flame look. Yeah, at least we've got the Marvel Legends fully flamed on Johnny Storm. Years ago, I won an all-white Boba Fett from this man. He's awesome. Wow, that must have been a really long time ago. Fortress Meadows set looks good, but not enough for an F4 fan to spend that kind of cash on them. Yeah, I don't blame you. It was definitely not cheap. It was cheaper to go from a third party than buying it directly from Mezco. In fact, I canceled my Mezco pre-order and took a hit on the NRD, non-refundable deposit, and it was still cheaper, even with the NRD, to buy it from another seller because the Mezco shipping is ridiculous. I live in Washington State, so I got to pay 10% tax. So the tax and the shipping from Mezco was just way too much. So the guy I got it from, I don't think charged me tax, just a deposit, and then he bakes in the cost of shipping with the set. So it was still cheaper, even after having to pay the NRD to Mezco. It was still cheaper. So I pretty much never buy directly from Mezco unless it's an exclusive, because you don't have a choice. But I don't buy a whole lot of Mezco stuff, honestly. I do really appreciate the metal tins. Mr. Fantastic comes with, they got instructions for everybody. So Johnny telling you how to attach the flames. Flame effects can be displayed on figure as shown above. And how to insert the batteries. So you get the whole, just one page of instructions for everybody. I think I have no, I don't. I don't have I have most of the Hasbro, the old Hasbro Fantastic Four figures, like the movie Sue Storm, and I have most of the Toy Biz. I think I probably have like a handful of the Toy Biz ones, but I have all the modern, Fantastic Four from Hasbro that they put out in the past 6 years, 8 years. That's how they look in their plastic coffin. And for the most part, I'm not a big fan of soft goods except for capes and robes. There's the Cosmic Legions soft goods, and these are really, really well done. I think a lot of the Mezco ones are kind of hit or miss. From what I can see on the Doctor Doom, he doesn't look like the waist looks too loose. The soft goods on his tunic, it makes his proportions. He looks really boxy because of the tunic. So don't know if there's going to be a way to tighten that up so that you can make it for a little tighter fitting around his waist, because that, I think, is what is really turning off people, how they look. So this is just the figures. So that big box, but that's just the figures themselves, and it's pretty light. But the rest of the box is all the accessories. a ton of accessories. And that's really what you're buying, with this set is just tons and tons of accessories. So I would say, if you're just gonna stick them on the shelf, then probably this set's probably not gonna be for you. And the older I get, the less I'm gonna be doing ACBA. So if I wasn't such a huge Fantastic Four fan, I probably wouldn't have bought this set. But yeah, that's one set of accessories. And then the last set, oh my god, I totally forgot they come with this giant lamppost. Second set, it's Herbie. The Herbie looks really nice. Very nice. The effects look fantastic. I mean, they look fantastic. And then the final set of accessories. You got the bases, stands. You got that huge lamppost, Yancey Street. Is it supposed to be that bent? I'm gonna look in the promo pictures and see if it's supposed to be that crooked. There's a bend right below the Yancey Street sign. I don't know if it's supposed to be that warped or that's just mine. And then the iron girder, of course, the bags, and the flight stands, and the coat for Ben. Whew, it's a lot. It's a lot of accessories. So I'm probably not going to open everything. I just want to look at the figures themselves and give you guys my first impression of the figures. But yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of accessories. I'm going to cheat and jump right to Kirby. Let's see. Super excited for Mezco Doom. Yeah, I don't forget all the stuff that the Doom comes with. I really like the Legends Dooms. The capes suck, obviously, but let's see. Yeah, what's with the empty DTOFs? I know. I'm getting to it. I've been busy with customs. Hopefully this weekend, I'm going to put up a video of my the customs that I finally, or the main custom that I finally finished. I'm trying to take some photographs of it right now so that I can promote the video, because I have like a 3 or 4 part, I think it's a 4-part video showing the behind the scenes of how I made the custom. So stay tuned for that. But all right, now let's jump into Kirby. And here's Reed's lower legs. His elongated legs. And his elongated torso. I don't really want to touch the cloth goods too much because I don't trust how greasy my fingers might be. I did wash my hands a little while ago, but I just imagine that fabric is going to be a grease sponge. Very nice. Kirby looks really cool. Please don't break. Nice, nice, nice. Cool, cool. He's definitely one of the high points of the set, I think. What the hell? Can't. He's got no head articulation? Wow, that's lame. I was hoping you could like have him look up and oh you can, okay. I was like, what the hell? I think maybe there's a bendy wire there. Yes, okay. It's just I'm so nervous and I'll break the damn thing. Yeah, you can get him to look a little bit down and a little bit up, so it does feel like there's a bendy wire in the neck. So that's cool. You can't get him tilt side to side. It's just it was really stiff when I first touched it. I was like, am I gonna snap this neck? That would really suck. But cool. I like it. And you can open up his buttocks. Very well painted. Glad I didn't trim my fingernails so you can actually get in there and open that up. And his little jets articulate. So you can go back and forth, side to side. Basically a barbell joint. Very cool. Very cool. All right. I'm very happy with Kirby. Does he light up? Kind of looks like there's a battery compartment. Typical dude, just jump right in. Don't read the instructions, right? I think he does have a battery compartment. I think his eyes light up. I could be wrong. Where's those damn instructions? Let's see. Yeah, so we need a lot of. It's good that we have been getting more Fantastic Four villains, Molecule Man. But yeah, there's a ton. We need a classic Blastar. We just have the box set version, which is a modern take on Blastar. It's not a classic version. Oh, I guess no, we don't. I was thinking of Ulick. They re-released Ulick, but they haven't re-released Blastar. If they do, they need to give us a classic one. Don't just give us the same damn one that we already have. Cool. Give you the ultimate nullifier. It does come with batteries. You get, man, 2 tiny batteries and 3, big watch batteries. All right, let's put you away. This is my Christmas present to myself. This is 3 Christmases, because I think I pre-ordered this before Christmas 2 years ago. Let's put that back in here. Anything else I want to get out before I start messing with the figures? really well. Everything's really well packaged. Nothing has fallen out, out of the trays. A lot of times when you get stuff that's in trays during shipping, it'll get you know, you'll have like shit flying around, bouncing around inside the trays. It's nice that they give you a little tool for like opening up battery compartments and stuff. Um, what's her name? Sue. Not the best looking figure, but I do appreciate that she's got magnets, so you can attach those parts or effects pieces. Okay. Let's open up the figure tray. See what we got here. I know from watching reviews that I'm already a little disappointed with Ben for being so short. I know Jack Kirby, the king of comics, did draw him just a little bit taller than Reed at times. So I'm not mad about it, but I prefer when Ben is a little bigger than Reed and Johnny. Let's take Ben out first. I guess the Marvel Legends one is so big that I was expecting him to be like close to the same size, but he looks awful small. He looks like little Ben. I mean, he's got a lot of girth, but his legs are so short. Damn, son. Let's see how well these butterfly joints actually move. So far, it's not looking like much at all. Sorry, I'm doing most of this off camera. Wow. Of course, I'm being really delicate. I do really appreciate the sculpt and the paint job. I'm glad that he's not like bright orange like some of the Marvel Legends bands. He's got some pretty decent elbow range. And bicep swivel, which is nice. But elbows definitely bend more. Almost 90. I do like, it does feel smooth. Like I'm not having to fight it per se. I'm most worried about swapping out hands. Mezco pegs are notorious for breaking. Wrist pegs. My friend Billy Mahoney, man, I don't know how that guy does it. He repairs these crazy figures. I had to repair. What the hell was that? It was a NECA. Oh, it was the NECA Kessler werewolf. I had to repair a broken leg on one of mine, and thanks to Billy's knowledge over the years, it wasn't that difficult. Toe joint. I wish he had a toe joint. That would have been really nice. This material seems I don't know what the word I want to say is. Smooth. I guess it's smooth. I was expecting it to be more like not loin, not terry cloth, but more cotton like, and it feels a lot more like nylon, synthetic rayon. That's what it feels like. So hopefully it'll last. It'll hold up. Um, so I wish his man. You can't even see his eyes. You have to like really look. I mean, you have to really have a lot of light shining. That brow is just so low. Check out some of these other heads, which I think are a little bit better. Okay, good. I thought the bags were sealed. I'm glad they're not sealed. Obviously, my light is not that great in here, but man, those brows are so low. You can barely see his eyes in there. So that's one minor complaint. I wish the brow wasn't quite so low. Let's check the next one. Sorry, I'm not really paying as much. I'd like to get that Herbie. Still glad I passed on the set. Yeah, it's expensive. Unless you're hardcore FF fan, I would say save your money. Excuse me. Yeah, like I like this one the most, obviously. That one, even with my crappy lighting, you can see his eyes. But I wish the brow was just higher on the other heads. This is the best head by far. I would like to think I could use this on my Legends, but I think it's going to be too small for those bodies. He is a pretty small figure in comparison to the Marvel Legends. Ben, sorry. My girlfriend's been fighting a sore throat, so hopefully she didn't give it to me. And then there's I guess you call this the smirking. Kind of, it's like a closed mouth smile, which is, I guess it's not. The other one's kind of like a closed mouth smile. There's a half open, turned down smile, because you don't really see Ben smiling. This is like the closest thing you're going to get to a smile, where his mouth is closed. And then the hat. I'm assuming the hat probably fits on all the heads, because the sculpt is pretty much the same on the top of the dome. Cool hat. I think I've got hats already for my Ben. My Legends Ben. So this hat will probably be too small for the Legends bin. All right, let's take a look at Sue. Huh. She's got pretty flat butt. Pretty flat butt. I don't think I own any Mezco females. No. This is my first female Mezco body. She's got some tiny fists. Just kind of an odd bulge in the crotch, which I don't care for. It's like, what's going on down there? Her hair is somewhat pliable, rubbery. The neck, she can look back a bit, which is nice. Looks like the neck is on its own joint. She can get some tilt, but it doesn't really stay. Stay in position too well. It's good, not great. She have two. Looks like so the upper torso moves. Sorry, I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I've never messed with a Mezco female before. I like the feel of the suits. It's soft. So far, stitching looks pretty decent. It's not bad. It does have pretty decent ankle rockers. I like that. That's good. Hopefully they don't get too loose. Wish her boots were a little bit wider because, typical females, they're a bitch to stand sometimes. She does seem pretty top heavy. She's quite busty. She's got that Namor bra on. She does have some butt, but she's pretty typical white girl, I guess. She's not caked up. I think her hips are too narrow. I think if they had just given her wider hips, she would look a lot better proportion, especially for how busty she is. So, good, not great. Face isn't bad. The makeup is a little heavy, like especially under her eyes. She looks kind of like strung out. It's not going to show up that great in this light. Take a look at some of these other heads. She's got kind of a half open mouth. She looks concerned, and then the other head is like angry, I guess. I don't like companies are so afraid to give characters shouting faces. The only one they gave a shouting face is Ben. Come on, here we go. So there's the angry head, which I like the most. Her makeup isn't quite as heroin addict looking. I do appreciate the softer hair, but I don't really think the hair sculpt is going to get in the way anyway, so I like it. It's probably better than most of the other Sue Storm heads we've got from Legends. Fire-based Human Torch lights up nice. Cool. It's good to hear. Hello, Tony. Tony Figs. Let's see. Yeah, shipping from Mezco to ship the '89 Batman was expensive. I can imagine. I think they wanted like $35 for shipping, something crazy. I mean, obviously this box is pretty big. Let's see how much. Does it say how heavy it was? 9 pounds. 9 pounds, and mine came from California. So, I'm only 2 states away. But Mezco has a distribution center in Washington, so you wouldn't think it would be that, it's local. It's like Ryan is down the street from them, I think. And here's kind of her spooked face. So she's got kind of like a smirk on the other face, and this one's just kind of like, oh, what was that? Startled. Startled, not shocked. Sorry I'm going so slow, guys. Yeah, I'm really excited to try out the light up features. That's what I imagine a huge part of the expenses is coming from. Of course, I'm sure the battery's not installed on this Johnny head. Flip the switch just for fun to see, but no, it's not installed. Looks great. I think it would have been nice. I would have probably paid another $50 if they had given a fully powered up Johnny Storm with the set, so you can completely light him up. That would have been probably worth it. Let's see. That one will look good in your DTOF if you can find it. Ryan, got this for you, buddy. Yeah, you sound excited. This is me, man. I've always been like, 60 heart rate, 60 BPM, baby. You have to you really have to blow my socks off to get a super enthusiastic. Like I've never been super boisterous person. I was extremely shy as a child. Like I would not talk to anyone. Johnny, Johnny looks good. Looks very classic. Very classic Johnny Storm. They nailed it. That is a very Jack Kirby Johnny Storm. The hair looks good. It's got some shading in it. I'm happy with that. That was the alternate head. But again, he's the expression is too similar. Like if you're gonna make him smile, make him smile. You know what I mean? Like make it obvious that this one's just a blank stare head. No expression. And even the powered up one, he's like blank stare. Like make him like yelling. If he's gonna be powered up, I don't know. I get so frustrated with toy companies that are afraid of dramatic. I mean, you look at the comics, and when they are emoting, when you want emotion, it has to be obvious. There's like hardly any difference in their expression. Besides the Iron Man figures from Mezco, I haven't really messed with like my Gomez. I opened them up, put them back in the box. I haven't really messed around with them much. For one, I'm afraid of messing up the soft goods. But looks nice. But I do feel kind of, I don't know, it feels incomplete to have a Johnny Storm head that lights up, but then you're just gonna stick it on this body. Like I'm hoping that lit Johnny Storm head will look good on the Marvel Legends figure. Do I have the select? I think I do have the select. I think I do have the select Johnny Storm as well. And then we have Reed. And I'm finding my first bit of lint. It's kind of I get a little bit of Punisher vibes from this head, which is not really what I do not get. Like if I just saw this head on another body, it wouldn't be obvious that that's Reed to me at first glance, other than the sideburns. But maybe it's because he's got a pretty stern look on his face. Maybe the other heads. When you look at these, compare the bodies. I do appreciate the fact that they are smaller. The Johnny is slightly skinnier than Reed. I don't know on the shelf if it's going to be that noticeable. Reed has bigger pecs, I think, or just he's wider. Johnny has a more narrow. He's got narrower. Looks like he's got narrower legs, like narrower thighs, narrower hips. They look like they're the same height. Huh. One thing I don't care for is Johnny's neck, shoulders. You see how the black is totally lopsided? It's his right side has a lot more black than the other side. See that? Yeah, it's like a centimeter more black on his right shoulder than it is on the left shoulder. Where Reed's is pretty symmetrical. So I think I got a QC issue on mine. Let's look at these other Reed heads. 2 more Reed heads. You got the beard, full beard. Which I like that one. Looks good. It's got a little bit more of a tan. Does actually look a lot like Krasinski. Let's see this last one, if I can get it out. What is different about him? I think he's smiling. Again, it's so subtle. Such a subtle smile. I can't. There we go. How's that? It's so subtle. It's not dramatic enough. I want to see a noticeable difference between the sculpts, and that's frustrating. I mean, it's not just Mezco. Hasbro does the same shit. It drives me crazy. All right, what else? I'm just gonna look at here real quick before I wrap it up. Let's look at these flame effects. I definitely don't blame anybody for passing on this set. There's the flame base, and it lights up. You got the battery compartment on the bottom. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how good this looks lit up in person. And pretty flexible. But again, I would never use this with the Mezco Johnny. That would look so stupid to have your Johnny wearing his uniform but having, a fucking flame coming out of his feet, but his feet are in boots. Like, that would look dumb. So definitely gonna use this with my Legends Fantastic Four figure. So yeah, it would have been nice to have them giving us a full flamed up Johnny Storm. I think for people on the fence, that would have really pushed them towards getting the set. I even though I think it would have made it more expensive, but it's like the base is nice, but again, I'm not gonna put Johnny in his costume, his uniform with this base. So yeah. Hopefully the set is gonna look really good with that Doom. Doom. I don't remember what all. Oh, Doom. He comes with that chest. I don't know what the hell they calls it, but he's got that accessory that hooks onto his chest. I don't remember if that lights up, but the Doom. I don't know. I'm not quite as excited for the Doom, I have to say, just because he doesn't look the soft goods don't look like they're very tight fitting, where these all look like they fit snug, and I'm glad they're not baggy or loose or anything. But anyway, I think it's been close to an hour. Yeah, 51 minutes. So thanks so much for showing up, everybody. Sorry, it's not the most exciting thing to watch. Hopefully this weekend I'll have videos of my custom going up and possibly a quick news update for you guys. So stay tuned, and I always appreciate all the support. I will talk to you guys later.